Pretty sure that is the one and only time that Capcom logo has ever been used.
1年前、今和のヒョウが全国の高校を襲撃した事件は無事解決し、生徒たちは今では何事もなかったかのようにまた繰り返しの日常へと戻っていった。しかし今また学園に戦慄が走ろうとしている。学園に何が起こったのか。
我が手に落ちろ。燃えろ。Justice 学園!
Or as it's known in the United States, Project Justice. A project name has officially become a title name. Welcome to Project Justice for the Sega Dreamcast. We're gonna do our typical arcade mode, but we could either go free and pick our characters as we please, but let's face it, this story doesn't deserve to go to waste. And there's a fair amount of story here. So much so, the game has broken its story up into the various schools that are wrapped up into this new story. But of course we're gonna play as Taiyo High, because we didn't get a chance to do it in the original Rival Schools, which took place 1 year before the events of this game. Yada yada yada, life returned to normal, until it didn't. So you can actually choose your starting character, as well as your partner. Plural. You get more than one partner in this game, and it actually leads to a few new interesting mechanics that we will hopefully get to.
Round 1, fight!
Beyond that, this is still the sequel to Rival Schools. 4-button fighter, except it is much easier to pull off combos. And you can actually throw people to team up. So you can't see it too well from Batsu's fist. There's actually a Capcom vs. SNK banner, which, yeah. I did not remember that being in this game. So imagine my surprise booting this game up for the first time in forever and seeing that. Oh, we're doing this early. So that is a special little mini-game. When you do a team-up attack in this game, your opponent has the opportunity to spend meter to try and interrupt your team attack. For the next 5 seconds, the interrupted character and the third wheel go to battle. If the opponent contacts you, your team-up attack is canceled then and there. But if you can evade them or attack them successfully within those 5 seconds, your attack goes through as normal. It's a way of sort of defending team-up attacks. And there's actually a brand new team-up attack in this game called the Party Attack that cannot be interrupted. Because who wants to be a party pooper? I mean, really. So the story you go through in this game can actually change depending on certain criteria. As you can see, I can't select Batsu right now. He is the active character in this fight no matter what. So we're just going to pick the partner. Because your story with Taiyo High can actually change depending on whether or not Batsu wins this fight. So Akira, you may remember her from the first Rival School. A lot's happened in a year, mostly the fact she's actually changed schools to an all-girls school. And now you know the rest of the story. Just being careful not to lose my cool. Nope. I really need to watch out for those. Sorry, girl. Nothing personal. So now that we've taken care of that criteria, I can actually change characters. And I'm changing to Kyosuke here. You may know him as the character from Capcom vs. SNK 2, where you're like, who? He definitely works the same way as far as special moves go. Cross-cutting projectiles, flash kick, overhead smash, lightning bolt from the ground. It's all there. Gotta watch out. I'll take that. So, we've already used Bastu and Kyosuke before. Why not Hinata? Hinata is best buds with Sakura from Street Fighter, so... some of Sakura's fighting style might have rubbed off on her, but not all of it. This is a bit of a dangerous fight. Because Hinata's not the best thing for this fight. Her attacks tend to be short range. And Momo here is all range. Thank you for pressing the button. I don't feel like taking any chances against you. There we go. I have barely any meter going into this fight, but that's fine.
Round 2, fight!
Yurika tends to move around the stage a lot. Lots of moves that let her retreat for striking. She sort of treats a string violin like a rapier. That makes her deadly for Hinata. One thing I will say, Capcom got really creative with their characters when Project Justice rolled around. Not that the characters in Rival Schools weren't awesome, but it's characters like Yurika and Momo that are definitely off the beaten path. Yep. Hope you enjoyed that little episode of me using Hinata, because you're not going to be seeing that for a while. So here we have Hyo Imawano, whom I mispronounced his name in the original Rival Schools. Early dyslexia. What can I say?
兄さん、僕は。
京介、私を超えてゆけ。
Round 1.
So this is a solo encounter, which just means you're fighting Kyo. Thankfully, you can still have Batsu as backup. Granted, with this fight, you can't use team-up attacks, but you can switch between them. That's what solo encounter means.
話にならないな。
Seeing as this is a family affair, of course we're going to stick with Kyosuke.
Round 2. Fight.
Party counters are still a thing, where if you special cancel at the end of an attack, after you guard. That can be a bit tricky. Just because the game really likes to use the 3D aspect of this game. I'll take that. Alright, so gonna try our heart out with this one. The mastermind of the happenings going on throughout this game has finally shown himself. His true colors, if you will. Or rather, his true strength. Yep. In case you didn't get the message, that single attack did a third of my life. Probably more so. We got utterly walloped. It's not looking too good for our heroes. Cool, we get Roy and Tiffany to play as. But I'm still using Batsu. This would have been an entirely different setting if Batsu had lost that fight in Stage 2. But here we are. Kuro is a bit of a nasty customer. Just because of all the unique ways he can actually hit you. Not to mention he hurts. As you expect him to. Fuck that. I hate that mechanic. I know why it's there. That doesn't mean I have to like it. Because it just feels like you're going against Capcom's AI, and... yeah, you should know how that ends by now. Yeah. This is really bad. Damn it! What do I always say? It wouldn't be a rad playthrough if I didn't have to continue at least once. Sakura absolutely loves to super cancel into his super cancel. It's kind of the thing that makes him so dangerous. But we have the party backing us up. For 5 meters, you have the party super, and it cannot be interrupted, thank God. Damn it! Thought that was gonna kill. Or at least leave me plus. He really likes to do that counter move, which for some reason does not work on jump-ins. And we are taking advantage of that. Because, trust me, with Kuro, you need all the help you can get. Because he hurts. He also confirms like crazy, which is bad for us. Yes, yes. I want that as raw as possible. Thank you. Fuck you! Hate this mechanic! I'm sticking with Batsu.
Round 2, fight!
You, I don't mind fighting as much. You're tricky, but you're not Kuro damage. Unless you do that. I swear to God, why is that range so pathetic? Thank God. So we've got to play Exorcist. Where's a bowman when you need him? So for this fight, we're using Kyosuke. And I need attacking. a lot of attacking, so Roy and Batsu will back me up.
Ni-san, 僕は
目障りだ。死ね。
So Demon Hyo here is the final boss. And oh, does he play that part to perfection. He's not the final boss for every route, but we get the privilege of having him be the final boss here. Not as threatening as I would have thought. There we go, there's the threat. So yeah, those party up techniques are powerful. Well worth the investment.
Round 2, fight!
Oh, I had all the time in the world to get to the ground. God bless. Thank you, air combos. Yeah, I was pressing buttons. I deserve that. And there we go. Of course, Kuro was harder than the actual final boss.
一つ覚えってやつだな。
And that is Project Justice done. So yeah, that's Project Justice. It was definitely a step up over the original rival schools. More characters, more of a story attached to it. It obviously looks nicer. But there's some parts about their gameplay that they just frustrate more than they enhance. The interruption mechanic is a nice way to cut down on team-up spam, but it's just more of a sequence of panicking. You feel like you got robbed sometimes, when you feel like you should have won out. So the game itself is nice, I guess. Like, it's still a decent game, but it's not one I go back to all that often.
Game over!
Well, school's out anyway. We're gonna start looking at a time where Capcom didn't necessarily put their all into fighting games, because over the 90s, they exhausted themselves. They put out so many games in that decade, they just sort of got burnt out. So over the next little while, we're gonna look at some of the efforts they did while they were burnt out. I'll see you guys then.